RAM shortages, and Samsung wants you to know all about it. They saying, hey, y'all, the new RAM production capacity will not catch up anytime soon. And they're saying supply constraints will get tighter over the next 2 years. So it's not about to get better at all. You just going to just sit tight, buckle up, and just be down for the ride. Major manufacturers like Samsung, there's a company called SK Hynix, and Micron are spending billions to build up new chip factories. Those facilities will not deliver retail supply until 2029 and 2030. Companies like Valve, Sony, and Microsoft face higher production costs for their hardware, which translate to pricier electronics on retail shelves. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to any of this at all, but computer prices, these phones that the Pixel 11 is about to drop next week, Samsung just came out with their new phone, and iPhone is about to come out with their phone next month, I believe. Prices are not about to be sexy at all. You're going to have to pay an extra $100 to $200 for the same phone. At this point, I cannot recommend any type of phone. If you got an iPhone and it's within a fair price point, go get it. If you got an Android and it's within a fair price point, go get it. It's not about iPhone. It's not about Android no more, because at this point, this right here, this storage, this RAM, this is what they're putting in the phones. This is what they put in the phones. This is what they put in the computers. This RAM is no joke. And PlayStations, Xboxes, video games, everything has gone up. So it's not even about, it's cool to joke about it every now and then, right? But no, this is what the RAM looks like. This is what goes in your computer. And so, unfortunately, these prices have just risen, and there's nothing that we can honestly do about it. And there's absolutely nothing we can do about it. So I'm just sharing with you what's going on. I don't even know how to tell you to go look for something at a less expensive price. There's nothing there. Prices have just literally gone up. And knowing prices will rise helps you plan ahead if you need a new family computer or home office setup. Maintaining your current laptop or desktop with simple cleanups becomes smarter than rushing out to buy new expensive hardware. I have a micro SD card. If I go out and film you, or if I go out and cover the event, I'm going to send the files to you and tell you you're responsible for your files. I used to be a library. You can come to me 5-10 years ago. Tall boy, you got that footage from this event? And I'll be like, oh, well, hold on. Let me go look it up. Here you have it. No, now it's got to go. So if someone shoots an event of you, you need to have a copy of it, and you can't store it on your phone. So you got to figure out where you're going to store it at. And these SD cards, I tell you, a 128 gig SD card is running anywhere from $60 to $80. This stuff ain't cheap. It's not cheap at all. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Revis, talk to the people while I go look this up on Amazon so the people can see it with their own eyes.
Okay. And just like me, I can't recommend a telephone for anyone. I can't recommend a computer or anything else for anyone. The prices has gone up crazy. I'm just happy that I got mine before the prices actually went crazy. And if you haven't got yours yet, maybe you can get one at a pawn shop or flying somewhere and find it at a reasonable price, because these prices now have gotten outrageous. The same computer I bought went up like $300 like a week later.
You see these right here? This is 128 gig SD cards. These are micro SD cards. And they're talking about $48 for a 128 gig micro SD card, $33 for a 128 gig SD card, $51 for the big card. These cards was $12 at the top of the year. Last year, they were $12. They're now $51. I can't do it. Let's see, what is it for 256 gigs? 256 gigs, let's just type that in there and see what they say. $114, $89, $71, $92, $109, $188 for two of them. What about a 512? So you want to get as much storage as you possibly can on your phone, but you also have to figure out where you're going to store all of this stuff. Are you going to get cloud storage? Are you going to go get an external hard drive? Are you going to go get a NAS? What are you going to do with this stuff? 512 gigs, 114. The Amazon Basics is 110, 159, 199, 169 for a 512 gig SD card. And if you want to go for the whole gusto and say, I'm going to go get a 1 terabyte, and you got to think this is going with PlayStation prices as well. So they have RAM inside of their stuff. So $269 for a 1 terabyte SD card, $179 for an SD card. And now let's go say we want to do this for 1 terabyte of RAM, DDR5. Look at this, 2 terabytes, $83,799. $419, $5,409, like look at this. I'm not making these numbers up. $469, $419, $369. This is just for 1 terabyte. This is what I have in my PlayStation right now. They not playing. So I'm sorry, when you pull out your phone, you might want to be mindful of what you record. You might want to go into your phone and just start deleting footage, because right now, everything matters. Everything counts. Question, if your Fire TV needs external card, I better buy it before it gets higher. Yeah, you better go get it. Google and Roku sticks just went up. One heart CPR. If you went out, Google TV and Roku TVs, they've gone up. So I don't know if Fire Sticks have gone up as well. Just keep that in mind. This stuff is no joke. Laptops, consoles, desktop prices will remain high, making budget-friendly options harder to find. Companies may release new products with lower specs. So they're actually selling you lower specs to give you a better deal, but the specs are crap. This is not worth it. It's not worth it at all. And then they're going to face stock shortages, so they're going to raise the prices because they don't want to run out of stock. So you got to pay to play. Holiday season is here. So if you can get your hands on it now, anything electronic wise, when it comes to computers, Fire Sticks, Roku sticks, video game consoles, phones, laptops, I'm telling you might want to run down there to the pawn shop to go get a PlayStation 5 as opposed to going to Best Buy, because they've raised the prices at Best Buy, but they did not raise the prices at the pawn shop. I'm not advocating for no one particular pawn shop. I'm just giving you the facts. But you see the prices, and prices do not lie. This is Amazon. Take care of the products and encourage better care and maintenance of existing personal hardware, and forces manufacturers to optimize software performance for older memory configurations. So they're saying, hey, we're going to give you some older stuff and we're going to optimize this. Higher purchases cost for everyday home and office budget. So this is no beat up. I showed you the prices. You see what it is. Numbers don't lie. And I can't afford no $5,000 for some DDR5 RAM for my desktop. I can't afford that. Who got that kind of money? So think about it. That's all I can say. It's out there. If you're into electronics like me, you may have to find other hobbies. Might have to go out there fishing with Revis. Go cooking with Hit the Spot 1006.
Fishing is expensive.
Oh, we in for a world of hurt when it comes to electronics, man. So RAM shortages are not playing. One Heart CPR says, is AI the cause of this RAM explosion? You damn right it is. You damn right it is. It's the reason of all of this. Unfortunately, these big companies, AI is a blessing and a curse. 2 years ago, I asked you all to support AI, embrace the AI, learn the AI. Remember, I was like, hey guys, we got to learn this stuff. I highly recommended that you guys rocked with it. And it could do some phenomenal things. But at the same token, whatever's up, there's always going to be a side effect, right? And so the side effect is electronics are going to cost. Now, is AI going to be the end all be all for everybody? Probably not, because a lot of people have not found a way to make money with it. They have not found the cures that they thought they were going to find the cures. But at the same token, there's been some great advances with AI that a lot of people have not known or seen or probably would not have thought of. Like right now, Fable, I think it was Fable 5. It was some AI software that they were able to find patches, or they would find loopholes inside of a lot of these companies' software that it probably would have took 10 or 15 years for them to find. And they were able to figure it out. The other day, I just built my first website using AI alone. I didn't have to use WordPress. I didn't have to use a web builder. I didn't have to do any of that. I just prompted it and said, hey, I want this, I want that. James Hicks is doing some awesome things over there at Team No Sleep and Hicks New Media. He's doing some awesome things with his stuff. And he's saying, hey, you know what? Instead of paying for subscriptions, let me see if I can build it. So it has its positives, but like you said earlier, is AI the cause of this RAM explosion? They call it Ramageddon. Yeah, this is the reason. So just be mindful of what's going on. And yeah, hopefully that'll help you out right there. And when you figure that part out, you'll go from there. So you'll make the right decisions.
Tap in with us Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. We simplify it for you. You can't say we didn't tell you. See y'all there. Don't miss out.